So guys, as you can see over here, we just wrote a small code in the test bench. We initialized a module called test. Then we initialized two variables at rex type. Then we started our test code. We first of all signed the value of a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0. Here we use the $monitor command, and $monitor will keep on monitoring these variables until the $finish arrives. So we wrote the $finish over here, and in the $monitor we wrote our text time is equal to, and then we wrote %0t. This is what I want to display this time as it is, and then we wrote a text just to make it look presentable, and then we got our first variable a is equal to %b. Like I want to display the value of a in binary. If I was to display in decimal, then it must be d. Similarly, the value of b. And then after closing the inverted commas and writing a comma, we defined from where these variables value will come from. First variable was time. The value of time comes from system clock, $time. Then there is a second variable a. Value of a will come from a, this a, and value of b will come from b. That's it. Now I didn't wrote the $monitor command again and again, but there are 4 test cases from $monitor to $finish. We only write this once and finish once. It will automatically keep on monitoring these two variables. As soon as the value changes with any time scale, it will enter that, it will display that value on the terminal like this. See, we only use a $monitor command once, but it displayed 4 times. It printed 4 times the whole text. At time 0, see, this was a time 0, value of a was 0 and b was 0. See, it displayed value of a and b 0. At time 5, the values changed, a1, b0. It displayed again. At time 10, 0, 1, it displayed again. At time 15, it displayed again 1, 1. Hello guys, welcome to learning microcontrollers. In this lecture, we will be learning Verilog further. So I will show you what is the purpose and how to use the $monitor command in the test bench. And we will be simulating and testing the results on EDA Playground instead of the actual hardware. Now guys, $monitor command is just like using printf in the C, but the difference is that this command you don't have to write it at every time you want to display. You just write it one, and then it comes with the $finish. $monitor to $finish, all the variables coming in between will be monitored by this command automatically. As soon as the value of any variable changes and the time scale changes, it will update that value on the terminal. So that's how it works. So let's get started. We just do by learning. So there you can see this is the $monitor command, and this statement simply summarizes this command. Automatically prints whenever any monitor variable changes. So let's do it. Let's get to our EDA. EDA Playground. Go to your Google, open the EDA Playground. Let me open the magnifier as well so you guys can see better. There you go. Let it open. Wait. Depends upon the speed of your internet. Okay, there we go. Okay, first of all, once you try to log into EDA Playground, you have to remember that this is a free tool. They don't require any money from you. But to get the full features, you have to sign up either with your institute or a university or a organizational email. Institute or an organizational email. If you sign up with a Gmail, Yahoo, etc., you will still be able to use the tool, but you will not be able to get access to the commercial simulators. So it's up to you. If you are good with Verilator or Icarus, then you can just go with Gmail, etc. If you want to access Cadence or Synopsys or some advanced simulators, commercial ones, then you have to sign up with an organization or an institutional email. Okay, let's get started. Let me log in. I'm already signed up. Wait, I click on login. We wait. Okay, now you can see the EDA Playground offers you 2 windows, one on the right, that is the design side. You write your Verilog design code over here, and this is the test bench side. Since the $monitor command is used to monitor the variables, and it is mostly used in the debugging phase to monitor the variable, like we use the serial.println in Arduino, we use that for debugging, but this command is way advanced. So we will only write a test bench code. We do not need a design code to just demonstrate how it works. So first of all, we just make a module called test. Okay, that's fine. Then we get some variables. We take A and B, two variables. A can have 2 bits, that is either 0 or 1. B can have 2 bits, 0 or 1. That's enough for me. Now we start our initial begin. We start our test code here. First of all, what I do is that I write the $monitor command, $monitor. Sorry, you must be careful with the spelling. So starts from here. Then with every $monitor, you get a $finish command, because $monitor will keep on monitoring all the variables at all the time scales in between until the $finish arrives. If you do not write the $finish, then the code will be confused that for how long, like for till what range it have to monitor the variables. So this will give an error and it will not work perfectly. So you write the $finish, and then in between it we will write our test code. Now for the $monitor, I write here, first of all, I want to display the time. I said time is equal to %0t. Why? Because time is written like this here, #5. This is our delay, so it will display it as it is. I don't want to go in milliseconds or something. Now the second thing I write here monitor, so it will show that the command being used is monitor. Then to make it look beautiful, I add this just for purpose of view. And now I want to display both of my values of my variables. I write A equals to, the value of A will be in binary, so I write %B. If you want to display it in decimal, then write %D. B means binary. Now the variable B is equal to whatever the value is in %binary. Okay, there we go. Now this will be my total command. This will be displayed as text. This will be a value coming from, we define the variable. This all will be again text. This will be also text, and this will be the value. This will be the text, and this will be the value. You have to remember this syntax. Now we close inverted commas and write the variables from which the values come. First of all, we want to display this time. Time will come from $time. That is the built-in system clock. It will fetch the data from the system clock. Now for the second variable coming in the line is A. The value of A will come from this variable A. We just copy paste this name here, A. And then the value of B will come from variable B, and that's it. Now we close the inverted brackets and the inverted commas. Now this is our total, that's how you write the $monitor command. Then you have to define a $finish below, just write the $finish. It will keep on monitoring the variable in between. Now, first of all, I give the value of A is equal to 1, 0, and B is equal to 0. Now this is the time interval 0. You can see that I have written it above the $monitor. Now at time interval 0, what will be the value? It will be shown. Now see the thing here. We write the second test case, we make it 1 and B 0. I do not write the $monitor command again. See, I'm not writing this command again. Just like in case of Arduino, see, you have to write printf again and again. If I want to display this, I will write printf over here again. Like display this again. We are not doing that. Why? That is the beauty of the $monitor command. Until the finished, in between $monitor to $finish, it will automatically keep on checking these two variables mentioned here. Or you may have more variables. You just keep on writing them and then write the variable from where the value will come. So that is the beauty. We write the next test case. We just copy it. That is at 5. Then at time interval 10, we make B1, A0. We will make the whole truth table like this, and then we write another like this. Now both we make 1, 1. Now see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 test cases, but only one $monitor command and $1 finish, and our test case comes in between. Now what you have to do is that since we started the initial begin, we have to end it. We write here end, and then we also started a module test. We have to end it. We write end module. That is the code. Now before you execute it, go to the left, select the tools and simulators like this, expand it, select. Now that's why I was saying to you that you have to sign up with either an organizational or an institutional email to get access to these commercial simulators. If you go with the Gmail or Yahoo, etc., you can only use these simulators, Icarus, Verilog, GHDL. I have the organizational email, so I will select Cadence. And then I save the work, click on save. This will assign a unique ID to your work, this one. Now you can just copy paste this wherever you want and you will get access to your work. And now we click on run to see if there is any error. Okay, no error. Now see, I wrote the $monitor command only once, but it is automatically like checking the value of the variables at every interval. As soon as the value is changed, it automatically displays this whole text again. That is the beauty of using the $monitor command. Until the $finish arrives, it will keep on checking the variables. Now see, at time interval 0, A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0. See, A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0. After time interval 5, we made it A1 and B0, A1 and B0. After time interval 10, A0, B1. See, after time interval 10, A0 and B1. Perfect. Now both are 1. After time interval 15, both are 1. Now see, this worked perfectly. I hope you guys learned something from this video and you got the understanding of using the $monitor command. If you guys learned anything, please let me know. If you guys have some questions, please do ask me. We'll see you in the next lecture. Goodbye until then.